Are you a 2D graphic artist but you want to incorporate 3D into your workflow? Or you don't even have an idea of graphic design? By the end of this video, you are going to have an idea of the kind of software that you need to kickstart your 3D adventure. Hi guys, this is Joseph from Joe Concepts. I'm so excited to be here because this is going to be my first on camera on my YouTube channel. Alright, today we're going to be looking at 3D graphics and 3D softwares. But before we go into that, I would quickly like to say that if you are new to this channel and you want to learn more about 3D animations and discussions like this, I would like you to please hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you can get notification every time I drop tutorials and discussions like this. Alright, usually I drop videos on Sundays for my tutorials and projects, but I'm trying to incorporate discussions like this whereby people ask questions and we talk about that in my weekly days also. That is why I'm having this discussion right now. So if you are new once more, just please hit the bell and subscribe button so you can have notification for everything I'm going to be talking about. All right, let's head over onto what we're going to be talking about today. All right, if you are here and you're still listening to this video, that means you actually want to know what kind of software you need to use, and you want to go into 3D but you don't have an idea of the kind of software which you need to use. So I'm going to use myself as an illustration or as a case study to how you can learn these things and how it all started with me. Now, but before then, there are some things I would like to point out. There are two things I would like to point out. The first thing is that for you to do graphic design, so for you to do 3D, you need to know the softwares that you need in order for you to achieve 3D animations. Now, most people out there are just there, they don't have an idea of the kind of software that can help them achieve 3D animation that they want to go into. So they are being tossed about, they don't know whatever they want to use. So it actually happened to me when I wanted to venture into 3D. I didn't have an idea of the kind of software that can help me achieve 3D animation. So I was learning different softwares. I learned CorelDRAW, I learned all these things, but then those softwares are nowhere to helping me into getting or achieving 3D animations until I went online to search and to get some training about 3D animations before I got to know the actual softwares that I need to use. But I'm going to be pointing out some softwares. These are not the only softwares, but these are industrial standard softwares that you need to know that are used for creating 3D animations. And the first one on my list is Autodesk 3ds Max. The next one is Autodesk Maya. The next one is Blender, and the last one I'm going to be talking about is Maxon Cinema 4D. Now, this doesn't mean these are the only softwares you can use to achieve, but these are the industrial based and standard for the software that you need in order for you to achieve these animations. So if you look at the first two, Autodesk 3ds Max and Autodesk Maya, they are owned by this company called Autodesk. They are used for 3D animations and modeling and all that. Then Blender also is a free open source software that was created by some guys in Netherlands, and it also helps in making 3D animations. Then the last one on my list is Maxon Cinema 4D. The software itself is called Cinema 4D, and the name of the company that makes this software is Maxon. All right. So having known this, that I now have an idea of the kinds of software that I need to use. Another question pops up by people, because when I also wanted to start, now having gotten the softwares that can do that, the question that now popped up on me was, okay, which of this software can I use? Which is the best of all these softwares? Now, this is my opinion now. Most people always say that this software is better than this software is better than this software, and because people are using this, so that makes it better than this other software. But I would say that is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. No software is better than the other. The only thing is just that the company running the softwares have their prospects. Now, different companies have produced different softwares, and these companies have different prospects. So let's say, for instance, company A produces software A and company B produces another software B. But in the real world, company A has a higher prospect than company B, which makes company A's software to be sought after. So now, what it means now is that when companies are requiring for software because they know that company A has a higher prospect, so they demand for their software, which makes people rush for their software. So they now start saying or having that notion that software A is better than software B. I hope you understand what is happening here. So I am of the opinion that no software is better than the other. The only thing is just that if you can get the hang of the software, you can use the software where you can gain mastery over the software, then you can do a whole lot of things with this software. There are limitless things you can do with the software. Now, I had an encounter with someone who actually made me go into the software that I use. I use Autodesk, 3ds Max, and Maxon Cinema 4D very well. Maya, I'm still trying to learn Maya. But then in my project, I use Maxon Cinema 4D more. I use it most of the time in my project. Whereas for the 3ds Max, I just use that for training. If I want to train someone on how to use 3ds Max, that is what I use that for. But that doesn't mean Maxon is better than 3ds Max. The only problem is just that I have not groomed myself into using 3ds Max for creating projects. So now I have gained mastery over Cinema 4D because that is what I have been using over time. And the whole thing is just that if you can gain mastery over a software and you use it very well, there are things you will do that some other guys that use even the industrial-based software will do, which will be better off than them. So why now classify one software over another? But the thing I would like to say is that each of these softwares have their strength. Do you understand? They have their strength. So like for instance, if you're trying to create a hard surface object, your intention is to go into hard surface modeling, like creating guns and cars and all that, I would advise you learn 3ds Max because it helps in achieving that more. If your intention is to create animation, an animated character for movies and all that, then Maya will be the best software for you to use. But if you want to go into motion graphics and all that, then Cinema 4D is, for me, is the best. It's easier for you to do motion graphics in Cinema 4D. And mind you, that doesn't mean Maya cannot do motion graphics or 3ds Max can't do motion graphics. Or Cinema 4D cannot create hard surface, and Maya also cannot create. It's just that the interface and the tools for those software aids those things that I have mentioned. I hope you understand that. So what you could take home from this is that having known the software that you need to learn, you need to gain mastery over the software for you to better yourself, for you to have that strength in this software. So there is no software better than the other. It's just once you can find what you want to do, once you can find what you need and you have the software, just learn the software, learn it, and before you know it, you would have gone, you would have become a pro in that software. So I'm going to stop the discussion there, and I would like to have your own opinion. So if you have any opinion or you have anything to say about what we've discussed now, I would like you to please hit me in the description below. Just tell me whatever you feel about that, and I would really appreciate that. And once more, if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel. That means a lot to me, and I hope to keep doing more of this every week. And I want to say thank you, and do have a wonderful day.